Hello there. Well, I'm working in my kitchen on my ironing board, and there's little Bess. She's gonna comment. Okay, so I'm working on the bag, and I have finished my edges, and I ironed it with a steam iron, cut off any extraneous threads and made any repairs, and I have sewn the handles on. So I'm using this webbing for handles, and I have 3 different colors. This is cotton webbing, and I think this is an inch. And what I am doing is I wanted to make like a rolled handle, but it's not wide enough. A true rolled handle, you have like a piece of cord in between and you sew it. Well, obviously this is too narrow. I would need like I think 1.5 inch webbing. There's my ruler. Yep, that's 1 inch. So, but I found that, and I did like just a little experimental. I found that if I folded it in half and stitched it, it does make kind of a nice handle, and I thought it looked a little more special than just having the webbing. And so I have the bag is open, and I'm doing the handles with the bag open. The last thing I'll do is sew the sides of the bag together. Now I have done some bags where I just used the webbing and I laid it out, and just do this kind of to give you an idea, where I laid it out going over the entire bag and stitched it down, and it gives it some support and it works out fine. I just wanted to do something a little bit different. One thing about the webbing is that it does fray, and so I put some fray check on the ends of the handles so that they wouldn't fray. Now they're going to be stitched. To finish this up, I have some little pieces of leather. I hope you can see. And so those are going to go on top, and that'll finish that edge up. So I think that'll make kind of a nice edge on there. So, and as far as measurements, I mean, I just kind of figured out where the center is and tried to get everything where I thought was nicely spaced. And I'm not really thinking about these as purses. I'm thinking more like a project bag or a gear bag. I mean, put anything you want in them. I'm not lining them. Maybe I should line them to make them a little more user-friendly, but I'm not lining these. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I guess the other thing too is, so I had to decide, where I wanted the stitching. I still need to do some trimming, but how far up I wanted the flat part to come, and then where I wanted where I had folded over for the handle. So so I've kind of figured that out, and then I know, and it's pretty easy with the weaving to line things up so that you know where things are going to go. So that's kind of like, so hopefully when I get done, everything's going to be in the right place and line up. And then when I sew this together, all I'll do is I'll put the front sides together, and I'm just going to sew down the seams and then turn it back, and that'll be my finished bag. So that's pretty much it. Not anything particularly tricky or special about it. So that's all for the bags, I think.